Hi, fans. This is the PC Expert Amateur, and I've got another 4 ARGB fan comparison for you. It was going to be 5. I was going to include the Cougar VK120, but the ring on it doesn't work, which is really weird because this is the second Cougar that has defective ARGB, which I'm kind of pissed off about. But, you know, there are no other lights on it that are working, so I'm not even going to include it. But yeah, so the VX120 and the VK120 both had defective ARGB. So what I've got for you, and I made a special request to SilverStone, and they sent me this one, which is the Airblazer 120R, and this is the Sama YF1203i. This is the Zeaginal ZC12025, or the Sakura Cherry Blossom. And this is the Lamptron Rigel, which is a little bit weird because the lights are around the outside and not on the inside at all, which to me doesn't make any sense. Why have translucent blades when they're not going to catch the light? So I don't know if they put this together wrong or they didn't think, but you know, it's unusual. Let's just say that it's unusual. So looking at it like this, each of them presents something different. You know, this one's very plain Jane, unfortunately. I'd hoped they would send a prettier one, but this one also is pretty powerful. And this one is kind of double-sided with infinity mirrors. So that's kind of interesting. And this one is probably the most lit up on both sides. And again, that one. Nothing more I can really say about that. Now, if we... I wanted to point out that the Zeaginal, this is identical inside to the Tears of the Moon God that I did in the other video. Externally, it looks very different. You know, they've got a different logo on the hub, and yet the specific statistics on this fan are identical. Same static pressure, same RPMs, same airflow, same everything. So they're just recycling fan innards, I guess you could say. So I'm going to turn these on so you can get a better look at them while moving. Oops, I didn't turn it hard enough. Yeah, apparently Lamptron didn't bother to center that sticker, so it's all wobbly, which is going to irritate some people, but whatever. So I'd like you to, in the comments, at the very least, tell me which of the 4 fans you like the best. Is it the SilverStone Airblazer 120R, the Sama YF1203i, the Zeaginal Cherry Blossom, or Sakura Cherry Blossom, or the Lamptron Rigel? I forgot to mention this is the Rigel. What's your preference? And now I'm going to go ahead and test the static pressure of each of these fans, and I'll change the order of these so that you can see what's the most powerful, which I'm pretty sure is this one, down to the weakest, which is probably this one, but it could be that one. I'm not really sure. All right. Well, it could be this one for that matter. We'll find out. Hold on. All right. So the method I use, which is just a piece of paper that's about the same size as the fan that I place against the exhaust side of the fan, is primitive, but it gives me at least a rough idea of which one is the strongest, weakest. Now, I was right that the SilverStone is the strongest. Not too much weaker, but weaker are these two. They're pretty much neck and neck. The SilverStone Air Blazer 120R is the best for pushing air. And then the Lamptron Rigel and the Zeaginal Sakura Cherry Blossom. And the Sama YF1203i is the weakest. It's noticeably weaker than the others, but not as weak as I would have expected. Now, I will say that in my opinion of these brands, SilverStone is probably the best brand of the four in terms of quality. Although, and I'm not saying that because SilverStone donated, I'm saying that because compared to these other three, I feel like it's the best. I feel that Lamptron also is a pretty good brand, although they have had a little bit of scandal lately when somebody reviewed their LCD display something or other and discovered that they had something like pirated software in it. So that wasn't a good thing. But now, as far as Zeaginal and Sama, I don't know. I think probably Zeaginal is better quality than Sama. I know Sama charges too much for their fans and puts in really cheap bearings. The lifespan of their fans is usually like 30,000 hours, which is really, really rock bottom for fans these days. And they charge a lot of money. Now, when I buy Sama, I only buy it when it's on sale because there's no point in me wasting $25 a fan on that brand. But honestly, I don't really think that Zeaginal is a good brand either. I think both of these, their goal is to make money off of looks. They do not seem to have much in the way of performance fans. Now, this is supposed to be a performance fan, and there are some others like the I think it's the SM200, which I reviewed, that is actually pretty decent, but it doesn't have lighting. But generally speaking, what I have seen from Zeaginal and Sama is just very much a disappointment to me as somebody who's interested in fans that actually perform well. But yeah, so can you please in the comments again put down what your favorite one is, and then the second favorite, rank them 1 to 4, best to worst. Keeping in mind this one only has the outward facing RGB, this one only has the hub RGB, this one is the only one that's double-sided truly, this one is somewhat double-sided and has infinity mirrors, so each of them brings something different to the party, so to speak. So I want to know what you think about these 4 fans. And if you can go to the community section, you can complete polls about this too, as well as if you want to put in the comments fans that you'd like to see in the future that I have already reviewed, that you'd like to see side by side with other fans. That would be really helpful. If you can also, please like, subscribe, share, and comment on my videos to help me build this channel. I'm going to be having surgery on the 13th of December 2024 to replace my left shoulder. And that's going to really suck because I'm going to be off of work for 3 to 4 months. So I really need support. If you want to help me financially, you can either go to my channel, Glenn's Fast Reviews on YouTube, and become a member there, or go to patreon.com/GlennMII and become a member there. Thanks. I'm sorry to do this, but I need to ask for your help. Because Amazon and Sedgwick won't take responsibility for the injury I sustained at work, that is going to cause me to have my shoulder replaced on November 29th of 2024. I'm going to be off of work for 3 to 4 months, and the pay that I'll be getting from Amazon during that time, because Sedgwick will not pay me anything, will be after taxes and benefits, probably somewhere in the area of $10, maybe $12, something like that, per hour of a 40-hour week. And so that's going to be very financially troublesome for me, to put it mildly. I mean, just my rent alone is like $1,150. And then there are all the other expenses. I do have some help, but I do appreciate it if anybody is willing to help. You can join my channel, Glenn's Fast Reviews, or you can go to patreon.com/Glenn, MII, and become a member there. If you can't safely do that, please don't, though. I don't want anybody financially getting into trouble trying to help me. That would just that would make me feel really bad, as if somehow I was responsible for the choice you made, even though it was your choice. So if you can't, that's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day.